The Directorate of Water Resources Management of the Ministry of Water and Environment, through the $7.7 million Eureka project funded by the Adaptation Fund through OSS, has made strides restoring the environment. Despite existing laws that empower line ministries to ensure a safe and reliable environment to serve generations, these have been in vain. That explains the Eureka methodology of increasing resilience of communities. Among others, the project has worked with communities that previously degraded wetlands and riverbanks to demarcate them. The Rufuha wetlands and riverbanks are some of the affected areas that we will be excited to show off following engagements with communities that are involved in restoring them. Rufuha forms part of the Maziba catchment area and is instrumental in the provision of clean and safe water, which is our ultimate goal. From a distance, this looks like farmland, but this is part of the 20-kilometer stretch of Rufuha wetlands in Rechiniro sub-county, Ntungamo district, that's been demarcated with restoration already ongoing. Just below this wetland is Rufuha riverbank, where we have also demarcated 30 kilometers and restoration is ongoing.
I'm the team leader for Victoria Water Management Zone, where we are right now. The activities we are undertaking are being undertaken under the project called Eureka. The funding of this project comes from Adaptation Fund through an organization called Sahara and Sahel Observatory, sometimes abbreviated as OSS, as an executing agency. And then the money comes to the Ministry of Water and Environment, the Directorate of Water Resources Management, which are the implementing agency. Specifically, it looks at enhancing resilience of communities against floods and landslides in the three catchments of Awoja, Aswa, and Maziba, where we are right now.
Residents that have been affected by the demarcation of the wetlands are being involved in the development of cooperatives targeting environment-friendly activities.
So, of course, because of the activities that we are doing, there are a number of communities that are going to be affected or that have been affected and asked to leave these ecosystems that they've been depending on. And in order to, as an incentive, we are forming what we call the water and environment cooperatives. These water and environment cooperatives will be owned by the people themselves, and they'll be able to help the communities to get some money to do alternative income generating activities that are friendly to the environment.
But in the hills of Ntungamo, Ruchiga and Kabale, water that ideally should be helping to increase income levels is causing havoc.
Tukazarwaje hari ahantu haterire tukugenda jemo tukazukugenda kimwe twe turya twabona ubuzubu bw'amizi gija minji haguma ntatenguka atorusarugire hari munonga rwazare abantu bagwamu ente zagwamu twajiro bw'abantu bafuruka konka tube turyaho ni insima projects yarake izire ekatwatiraho yagwo kureba bizibiturumu
konka oburemezo bo bunkureba nowe tinda bushangiremo konka kubwa mazire bwija nareba ensazo na ensaza tutango kunoku atinka nabandi buseri tinka yambuka buseroku ati ya abantu bafa hafira abantu binji na nabamwe bakirya hansi tubakubasa kweyumusya barge bakabe muga cyahwa nangwa na nerizoberi kutwaba twizire gukora nambwe nhine na no wagwa mu bamutwara hirwaro.
The residents or the generation before them were the beginning of these gullies. The poor farming practices became a trap for these communities. Through the Eureka project, the ministry is helping communities to start by adopting good farming practices. But addressing this death trap is paramount. The ministry is providing materials and technical support to the communities. This way, the people have a clear understanding of the impact of the actions.
When you look at this one, for example, this comes from this side of the hill, but we also have another one that comes from the other side of the hill. And the two gullies meet at a certain point under that tree. That now creates a bigger gully because the forces of water that come from this side plus what comes from the other side now increases the velocity and causes a bigger gully.
Like how deep, for example?
For example, that are the activities we are trying to, under this project, that we are trying to implement so that they fight the impacts of climate change, but of course following catchment management, planning, and what I talked about, integrated water resources management.
But how did we get here?
They say it is hectic to make a terrace. Then also it needs too much labor, of which people, they might be, I don't want to say they are lazy, but sometimes they say it is expensive to make a terrace. And also they have lacked that extension services.
The ministry is taking up initiatives to restore the practices. But as the project comes to an end, the ministry is assured of sustainability. The communities have owned the initiatives, and this is knowledge attained for generations.
twegise kutera ebitaba kutangatanga amizi kakagumana gahwera umwanya gakareka kuja kuno mu mucokoro ngo tubasa kubaje kandi abatiremwe amani kuba bikozire nabwo nture ibintu byo bizakuterera bizakubaje
sanu batwegesa ngo amizi gabagizire garukur gahanju yawe ugacungire umurutoke rwawe gatakayogamo agakabatwegesa ekintu cyo kugira ngo waboheriro mugongo orebeke ngo watimba ebitaba abwo kubaba kimwe cyona bakakitereza batereze ifuka batereze sururu buri kimwe cyona bakitereza